Hello children, I am Prasanna. In this video we are going to discuss ratio. What is mean by ratio? I will explain in this video. So in our day-to-day life we often come across the situations where we need compare quantities in terms of like magnitudes or measurements, etc. For example, at the time of admission in the school, we compare the marks of the students, isn't it? Whereas at the time of recruitment in the police or any other activity, we compare the weights and heights of the candidates. Generally, the comparison is done in two ways. It is done in two ways. One way is comparison by difference. I will show you the difference. Comparison by difference, and another is comparison by division. So I'll say one example, children. For example, if the weight of Ishita is 50 kgs, okay, and whereas Sania is nothing but 40 kgs, okay. Now then we can say that Ishita weight is greater than Sania's weight, isn't it? How much more? When you do subtraction, here we are doing by difference. 50 minus 40, that is 10 kgs. So I can say that Ishita is 10 kgs more than Sania, right? Suppose if Ishita height is 150 centimeters, whereas Sania's height is 125 centimeters. Then we can say that Ishita is taller than Sania, isn't it? Because 150 is greater than 125. By how much more? When you subtract 150 minus 125, you will get 25 centimeters. Now I can say Ishita is 25 centimeters taller than Sania. Right? Here we compared weights and heights of Ishita and Sania by finding the difference between them. Right? Such comparison is known as the comparison by difference. Okay children, suppose the comparison by difference does not make better sense than the comparison by division. For example, if the Maruti 800 car cost rupees 2.2 lakh, okay, and whereas Mercedes Benz cost rupees 26.4 lakhs. If you calculate the difference between the prices, it is rupees 24.2 lakhs. And if we compare by division, when we compare by division, so it will get cancelled 12 times. Okay. So if we compare by division, the cost of Mercedes-Benz car is 12 times more than the cost of Maruti 800. Okay. Thus in certain situations, comparison by division makes better sense than comparison by taking the difference. Okay children. Now we will see comparison by division. Now same example I am going to take here. Weight of Ishita is equal to 50 kgs, whereas Sania we took as 40 kgs. Okay children. Now here we will compare by division. So weight of Ishita by weight of Sania. Here this 2 gets cancelled. If you cut with 10 table, it is 5 by 4, isn't it? So we can say that Ishita weight is 5 by 4 times the weight of Sania. Right? Now suppose we will take Ishita's height. Ishita's height is 150 centimeters and Sania's is nothing but 125 centimeters. So we will compare 150 centimeters by 125. When you do, here this 2 gets cancelled. Here you will get 25 6 are 25 5 are. So you will get 6 by 5. Means we can also say that Ishita height is 6 by times that of Sania. We can also say that Ishita is 6 by 5 times taller than Sania. comparison by division. Thus, when we want to see how much more or how much less one quantity is than the other, we compare by difference. On the other hand, if you want to see how many times or more or less one quantity is than the other, we compare by division. So in fact, when we compare two quantities of the same kind by division, we say that we form a ratio of two quantities. Now thus we can say that ratio of weight of Ishita's to that of Sania is 50 by 40. 50 kgs by 40 kgs. Usually we use the symbol, this one, colon, to represent as a ratio. Okay, therefore the ratio of weight of Ishita to that Sania is written as 50:40, and this is read as is to or just 2. This is a symbol for ratio. It can be read as is to or just 2. Okay, now and read as 50:40. 50:40, or you can just say 50:40. It follows from the above discussion that ratio is a fraction that shows how many times a quantity is of another quantity of same kind. So we generally define the ratio as comparison two quantities, comparison of two quantities of same kind. So this is the definition of ratio. Okay children, and the ratio of two quantities of the same kind and in the same units is a fraction that shows how many times the one quantity is of other. So the ratio of two numbers, suppose A and B are the two numbers, the ratio of the two numbers can be written as A divided by B. Here B should not be 0, because if B is 0, the B will come in the denominator, it will become undefined, right? So it can be written as A is to B or A by B, and it is also denoted as A is to B. So in the ratio A is to B, the quantities A and B are called what? A and B are the terms of the ratio, and the A is called the first term and B is called the second term, and it is named as, first term is known as antecedent. The name of the first term in the ratio is called the antecedent, and the second term is called as consequent. Right children? So in the ratio A is to B, A is called the antecedent and B is called the consequent. We know that the fraction does not change when its numerator and denominator are multiplied or divided by the same non-zero number. So a ratio does not alter if its first and the second term are multiplied or divided by the same non-zero number. Right children? Now ratio in the simplest form. So in the ratio A is to B, it is said to be in simplest form if its antecedent and consequent have no common factor other than 1. So a ratio in the simplest form is also called as a ratio in lowest terms. We can also call lowest terms. Okay, for example, I take suppose 80 and 32. Ratio of 80 and 32. So 80 is to 32. Now can I say this ratio is in simplest form or lowest form? No, because they are having common factors. You can take directly. If I cut with 2, 2 is divisible by both numbers, right? 80 is divisible by 2, 32 is divisible by 2. So I will do 2 40 is 2 16 and if you see 40 and 60 will go in 4 table, 4 10s 4 4s, still 10 and 4 will go in 2 table, 5s 2s. Now I can say 5 is to 2 has no common factors, isn't it? As the simplest form of this ratio is, the simplest form of 80 is to 32 is 5 is to 2. So usually a ratio is expressed in simplest form always. Okay children. Next, In a ratio, we compare quantities. Once again, I am repeating, in a ratio, we compare two quantities. The comparison becomes meaningless if the quantities being compared are not of the same kind. For example, I cannot compare Ishika weight to Sania's height. Because Ishika weight is 50 kg where Sania's height is 125 centimeters. Here the quantities are same, children? No, these are kgs because it is measurement of weight, and these are centimeters because these are measurement of height. So if the comparison is meaningless if the quantities being compared are not of same kind, means they are not measured in the same units. Okay, children? So therefore, to find the ratio of two quantities, they must be expressed in the same units. This is very important, right? Since the ratio of two quantities of same kind determines how many times one quantity is contained by the other, so the ratio of any two quantities of the same kind is an abstract quantity. So in other words, the ratio has no units. It is independent of the units used in the quantities compared. Very important point. Ratio does not have any units. Why? Because we are comparing same quantities. Just now Ishika weight is 50 kgs and Sania weight is 40 kgs. Here we are comparing same quantities kgs. Here kgs gets cancelled. That's why ratio will not have any units. And one more important point, the order of the terms in the ratio A is to B is very important. Means A is to B is not equal to B is to A. Here order is very important. So the ratio, suppose 3 is to 2 is different from the ratio 2 is to 3. Okay, children, so these are the main important points in the ratio.